going on? Rob Fisher for BikeBandit.com, bringing you a little bit of awesome from Alpinestars. You know their GP Pro race suit. That is the GP Pro Jacket. Obviously missing the bottom half of the suit. However, of course, you can put it with any pant you want. You can put it with, let's say, the track pants, and obviously take it to the pant. And it has a full 360-degree zipper underneath there. So you just attach them and off you go, have a good time. But this video is about the jacket, so let's dive in. The main body of the jacket, 1.3 millimeter, and that is full grain leather, not top grain, full grain, the whole grain, strong, very, very robust. Very nice finish, obviously, with a red, white, black color scheme. A whole cornucopia of offerings, color-wise, match your bike, easy as that. This material right here, that's polyamide, and that is four-way stretch. That is a textile, so it keeps everything nice and snug. There are no adjusters here up on your bicep to add bulk and bind, etc., etc. That is all handled through here. The beauty of it coming all the way down to your wrist and going up to your collarbone and then down across the top of your chest. On a traditional leather jacket, if this is a solid panel, when you breathe, you're lifting up the entire garment. So what they've done is they've added that stretch to it, and now you have a little bit of real estate, and you can breathe without the bind and without that extra effort. It seems like a little thing. It's not. You make little tiny improvements on everything, and what you get is you get awesome. You get the GP Pro. We've talked about the leather. We've talked about that four-way stretch on this one panel. However, that continues underneath on your hips. That's also the four-way stretch with a Velcro adjustment as well, right? So you can snug that up. While we're on that four-way stretch, same thing. Right here on the accordion panels on your shoulder blade as you reach for the handlebars, again, keeps you comfy. What I want you to see is the amount of real estate we're talking here. That's 4 fingers wide. That's as wide as my hand. I'm an average-sized dude. It's impressive. It's impressive. It's good stuff. We're going to get to this in a second here, but we want to finish this because, again, what you get from Alpinestars is, like, again, we were talking that little details that add up to a whole bunch of awesome. All the logos on it, the logos are actually screened on. Sometimes you've seen other companies will actually stitch on that logo, etc. What that does is two things. One, yes, it adds a little bit of weight, but you're also perforating and you're poking holes actually in the leather, which has the potential to weaken it, and that's the last thing you want from a leather jacket. We talked about the stretchiness of this, and we talked about those stretch panels on the back and over your elbow. That's also stretch, except this is cowhide, okay? And again, we're talking 2 fingers, and then we're talking extended out to 3.5, if not 4 again. A lot of articulation, a lot of mobility in this bad boy. Let's talk about armor, because again, it's motorcycling specific apparel. What you have underneath these here, TPU panels, and the TPU panels also on your elbow. The beauty of this is they're actually recessed. They're done underneath the leather. So in a crash scenario, let's say, if you're tootling down the asphalt, and all of a sudden, if this was exposed out as an external plate, that has the potential to obviously snag, sending you into a tumble. That's not good, so they've recessed them very hard. But underneath that, in your shoulders, is BioArmor, and in your elbows and into your forearm, that is actually GPR armor. Say that 10 times fast, GPR armor. The beauty is, think of BioArmor, kind of the same thing, except it is substantially longer and wider, so you get more coverage, okay? You're going to notice these foam pads up on top here. They're obviously, it looks like they're perforated, and they are, because that actually, through that foam padding inside there, that actually flows air into the jacket. Underneath, you'll see when we dive in, there's armor inside here. What we want to do, though, is we want to, you see these intake vents here and intake perforations here? Not intake vents, but perforations. That continues with that scheme right here, and on the Speedhump. The beauty of this Speedhump, this is the same Speedhump that you're going to find actually on the one-piece suit. This is a 3D mesh, wraps around. It's also the same that's on the cuffs, See the top of that speed hump? So the air channels in, and when we jump on the inside, you'll see a massive gray panel, and the air gets basically channeled down that speed hump, and there you go. The beauty of that speed hump, however, is it's articulating. You're thinking that maybe it's like a, it's got panels to it. Not so. What you have, and again, this is black on black, it's going to be a little tough to see, but you see how my finger drops into a little notch right here, and then there's another one, etc., etc. When you lean forward over the bike, it actually articulates and grooves with you. It's stout. I mean, this thing is pronounced. I am gripping that with white-knuckled fingers on this. This thing is pronounced, but you have that little bit of movement to it. Makes it just a more comfortable ride. Again, channeling air where your body is putting out heat, you're moving heat over it, or you're moving air over it, extracting that heat. Let's take a look. As promised, we're diving in. All YKK zippers. Okay, here we go. Remember we talked about that big gray, stay. That air gets channeled down that speed hump and basically cruises through this area. This is where your body moves heat, right? Your heat comes off the top of your head and the heat comes off of your spine. Boom, here you go. Happy on the bike. It's good stuff. Another really cool feature, this little guy right here. That's for the back protector. Okay? This comes with a PE foam back protector. We, of course, always recommend, especially if you're going to take us to the track, put in a real back protector. And what you can do is you have 3 snap adjustments. Again, just because you wear this jacket doesn't mean you're 6 feet tall. You could be 5'8", you could be 6'2". They don't know, but they're going to make it very, very versatile. You snap it in, and then there's a nice size Velcro panel in the back of the jacket. So you can truly customize the fit of this. And it goes, right there. Just the little things, it adds up to a whole lot of awesome. Yes, you have pockets on the inside here, Velcro pockets. This one here is waterproof. So you can toss your cell phone in there, and if you do happen to get stuck out in the rain, not a problem. You're good to go. Like I say, that is the red, black, white color option. There's a whole bunch to match whatever machine you're riding. I hope I've answered every question. I hope so. Let's say I haven't. Pick up the phone and call us. Send us an email. Click on the support tab. It goes straight to the sales department. It's easy. We ship for free. That's as easy as that. I'm Rob Fish. We're BikeBandit.com, and we love you, so you should like us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy your new GP Pro from Alpinestars.